First Democrat. Warriors shots went cold in the fourth quarter. I'm wondering if you feel like that was just you guys not shooting well, or if the Thunder defense did a lot to take that away from you.
We got rushed a little bit, tried to go for the home run plays. Sometimes it works. When you get a feel like if it's not clicking, you're not getting the shots that you want, you're kind of forcing it. We need to have more composure to be able to slow it down and work those possessions. Because defensively we were getting enough stops and rebounds that we had opportunity. We just got out of character a little bit, but something we'll learn from going forward.
Steph and Killian with the San Francisco Chronicle. Steve Kerr said that he thought the thing that really jumped out were your guys' turnovers in the second half compared to OKC. Do you feel that way? And I know turnovers are sometimes your bugaboo. What were you feeling like you were not being crisp enough with your passes, or?
A couple of them were just kind of bad timing on certain reads, especially in the pick and roll. A couple of dry passes, but when you compound turnovers that may or may not happen with bad possessions and quick shots and rushed possessions, and it makes it seem a lot worse. So, we gotta play aggressive. We take some chances every once in a while, but obviously we want to cut down on only 14, but most of them in the second half. Down the stretch, we want to cut down on some of those, but when we have better possessions down the stretch of the game, especially in the fourth quarter, when we're in striking distance of gaining momentum and taking the lead, you got to take advantage of those opportunities, and we didn't do that tonight.
Steph, Antonio Harvey, Sacramento Observer. In 48 hours, you got to go back at it. So, what do you and the rest of the Warriors have to do to build that psyche back up?
Just watch some good film tomorrow, figure out what exactly went wrong down the stretch, things we can do better. It's a long series. Obviously, it's not a good feeling losing, game one, especially at home. And it'll be a different situation for us to try to bounce back. At this point in the series, having a deficit, so I think it's fun to be able to have this opportunity to come back and show what we're made of, show our resiliency, and it's going to be a long series, so we got to be ready on Wednesday.
Lowell Cone, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. Steph, we're used to seeing you guys close teams out in the fourth quarter. You said that you rushed shots and lost your composure somewhat. Why did you lose your poise? We don't see this from you. I mean, as the whole team.
Sometimes those shots go in, and it's a good feeling. You keep the crowd into it. But tonight that didn't happen. And like I said, when 2 or 3 possessions end up that way, you got to change it up a little bit and grind out on the offensive end and better shots. And we weren't able to do it. So like I said, long series we'll be able to bounce back and get back to who we are.
Dean Blevins, CBS Oklahoma City. Steph, how much better is this team defensively than what you've seen earlier this year or even in years past, and why are they better?
I mean, obviously they have a pretty big lineup that they can throw out there and do a lot of switching and try to take you out of certain reads, but they didn't make too many mistakes on the defensive end, which forced us into some tough shots. At the end of the day, when we are at our best, no matter how good a defense is, we move the ball, we move bodies, we set good screens, and make defenses pay for being aggressive out on the perimeter. And tonight, that wasn't us. So they're going to continue to throw whatever adjustments at us, but we have to be better at being us.
Steph, Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman. In the first half, when they used Cantor and Adams together, you guys made them pay. They had to get Cantor off the floor. That didn't happen in the second half. They were effective together. What was the difference in the two halves with their two big guys playing together?
The pace slowed down, especially in the third quarter with all the fouls that we had, and they got to the free throw line, so the pace wasn't in our favor. then we just missed shots. Like I've been saying, that's, you know, we got stops and pushed, and just rushed a little bit. So need to have more patience, need to have more composure, continue to be us.
Steph, El Sarosity with the San Francisco Chronicle. Durant and Westbrook scored over 50. Well, what's your assessment of their play, and what's your strategy with stopping them in game 2?
I mean, I thought we did a pretty good job. I mean, besides keeping them off the free throw line, which is something that you don't want to let them get easy points and get a flow and a rhythm, but you know, they're going to take a lot of shots. Most of the offense goes through them, so you know, they might end up having, you know, 20 plus, but it's the way that they get it that you have to make them work. And for the most part from the field, we did that. We just gave them, you know, 16 points from the free throw line, and that in turn slowed the pace down. And they got most of those in the second half, so we have to do a better job at that.
Carl Stewart and Barry Newsgroup. It looked like you had Russell pretty well under control. I think he was 1 for 11 midway through the third quarter, and then he hit this big three out near about 25 feet, and from that point on, it seemed like he was a different player. I mean, what changed there?
You know, when players of his caliber aren't playing well, or, you know, shooting the ball well, you know, and sometimes it only takes one to go in. I have the same mentality, and you know that they're not going to stop, no matter how they're playing. So, like I said, he got to the free throw line too much in the third quarter. That got his flow back, and we need to make adjustments in that regard. But hopefully, we can bottle up that first half and bring it back next game.
Andy Liu at SB Nation. Steph, it looked like you played off the ball a little bit in the fourth quarter on 6 shots. Anything, any reason in particular for that?
You know, just certain sets that we wanted to run and try to get different looks. And like I said, that's something we might look at tomorrow and figure out how they were defending us, and make certain adjustments going into game 2. So it's kind of hard to say right now, but we have a lot of sets where we can be versatile, like on and off the ball, and get open looks. So, you know, we'll figure that out.
Thank you.
Thank you.